Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once more. My name is Eden. In today's video, we are going to take a look at Mohamed Kudus' performance versus Fulham in the English Premier League, and also what Ghanaians are saying about Callum Hudson Odoi, and also check out performances of Ghanaian and Black Star players playing in the Championship and also in the EPL live here on this channel. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and also turn on notification. Quickly, let's jump into it, and I want to begin with Mohamed Kudus. You and I would agree that Julian Lopetegui is not bringing out the best out of Mohamed Kudus, because it should be clear by now that in the previous 3 games West Ham have played, Mohamed Kudus started on the left wing and it didn't work. We didn't see the best out of Mohamed Kudus. So today's game being the 4th game in the EPL, we're all expecting Julian Lopetegui to play Mohamed Kudus on the right wing so that he can bring out the form he had last season. But that wasn't the case. They started the game once when Mohamed Kudus was playing on the left wing. And that whole West Ham team was disarray. Like, the selection alone, the first 11 that played today was just so bad. How will you bench Paqueta and play Suset? I mean, that team was so bad. And I feel pity for Mohamed Kudus because he can't do anything. This is football. This is a team sport. You alone cannot carry the whole team unless everybody plays their part. And Mohamed Kudus was literally a passenger in the first half of that game. Only for the coach to see and do the right thing in the second half, bringing Paqueta, bringing Somerville, taking out Suchet, taking out Antonio, sending Mohamed Kudus to the right wing. And we all started seeing the Mohamed Kudus from last season. The dribbles, the crosses. I mean, Mohamed Kudus creating chances. I didn't know Mohamed Kudus could give pinpoint crosses. He was doing it in the second half. In the second half, Mohamed Kudus was a tormentor, playing very well. And this should go to Julian Lopetegui that Mohamed Kudus is more preferred on the right wing than the left wing. He should keep Somerville there. That is the problem with Julian Lopetegui, trying to create a space for Bowen on the right wing. Send Bowen to the centre forward. He was playing so well as a centre forward. I mean, I don't get Julian Lopetegui because Mohamed Kudus, we are waiting for him to score a goal. We are waiting for him to score a goal, give an assist. But I mean, playing him on the left wing, you will not see the best out of him. But in the second half, better performance from Mohamed Kudus. You could see he was aggressive. He was one of the best players for West Ham today against Fulham. Yes, that game, honestly, West Ham have their own shortcomings, especially with their defense. And looking at the players they signed, I mean, you shouldn't have a defensive problem. But yes, they were having a defensive problem today. And they considered a goal. You play Mavapanch as a defender. Meanwhile, you have Tobido on the bench. I mean, I'm saying Julian Lopetegui, he has good players, but does not know how to arrange them. That is his problem. And Mohamed Kudus is suffering. And to me, when I was watching the game, the first thing that came to my mind was like, no, Mohamed Kudus has outgrown this team. Like, if the season ends, Mohamed Kudus should just move on. Like, right now, we all know he's talented. Everybody can see it. Because when he's on the ball, you know something is about to happen. And that is Kudus for you. But then you get a coach that is not even bringing out the best of the player, which is really bad. But honestly, Mohamed Kudus wasn't bad on the day, especially in the second half when he was brought on the right wing. I felt like he played very well. Now, moving away from Mohamed Kudus, let's talk about Callum Hudson Odoi. Ghanaians are talking. People are talking on social media. Because today, Nottingham Forest faced off with Liverpool. And a lot of investors, they thought, Liverpool, this is a walk in the park for them. So everybody started staking Liverpool straight win. Liverpool to score over 1.5 goals. Only for Nottingham Forest to score the first goal in the game, in the second half. Now, Callum Hudson Odoi did not start the game. He came in the second half and scored a goal. He scored the first goal of the game. And Ghanaians are saying, hey, GFA, are you watching? Callum Hudson Odoi is scoring goal. He's a player. People are also bashing Chelsea on leaving Callum Hudson Odoi. And now Callum Hudson Odoi is scoring against Liverpool. And people are now telling the GFA that GFA should resume talks with Callum Hudson Odoi. You push and relax. I know social media, when we see small highlights play, we are excited. The GFA has approached this player on numerous occasions. He doesn't want to come. We can't go and force our way and try to tell him to come. If he wants to come, he would have been in the squad by now. But then, nevertheless, the player is balling very well at Nottingham Forest. Callum Hudson Odoi, he's doing really well at Nottingham Forest. He's one player I believe has the quality. He's young. But then Ghana, Charlie, will force you. You understand? You won't come to this side. You come. As simple as that. But then today, he's the one making people make sure that people are crying. People are bleeding. Bet no. And fire. We did bleed. Yeah, bleeding. So guys, that is it with Callum Hudson Odoi. Moving away from that, let's talk about Forson Amankwah. Today, Forson Amankwah featured for his club side Norwich City in the championship, and he scored an own goal. And a lot of fans are complaining, and I believe own goals are just mistakes that are part of the game. I mean, the fact that he did that mistake that resulted into that own goal didn't, mean that he didn't perform well in the game, because if you take a look at his rating, it is not bad at all. It could be a lack of judgment that led to the own goal and everything. But then the way some of the fans from Norwich City are talking and all those things on social media, because when you take a look at, when you enter Forson Amankwah on social media like Twitter, and you take a look at the comments from the fans, I mean, you guys should relax. I mean, even Ronaldo, Messi, they all at a point in their career caused an own goal. So I just believe that we should calm down for Forson Amankwah. He's young, he's still learning, and I mean, the sky is just the future. But today he scored an own goal where, against his club. So Swansea was awarded that goal. Now let's move away from that and talk about Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew today faced off with his former club, which is Crystal Palace. Currently, he plays for Leicester City. And if you follow me, I have already told you that Jordan Ayew means business. And today, I love the way Leicester City played. I watched the second half of that game, and it was really, really intense. I believe that was the best game that was played in the EPL at like 2 p.m., the 2 p.m. game. That was the best game. Very intense, end-to-end stuff. And Jordan Ayew was, take affairs of this game. He was playing very well for, Leicester City. He was playing as a winger. Normally we see him as a centre forward, but today, Jimmy Vardy was playing as a centre forward, and Jimmy Vardy scored a goal. That boy, I'm sorry, that man, he's very dangerous. But then today, Jordan Ayew was in action for Leicester City. You can take a look at the statistics. He wasn't bad at all. I just believe that Jordan Ayew, he's aging like fine wine. Yeah, Jordan Ayew is aging like fine wine. The more he grows, the more his form is reaching its peak. And I'm happy for Jordan Ayew. Lastly, let's talk about Daniel Amartey. Daniel Amartey, according to reports, Besiktas has parted ways with him, and it's based on mutual agreements. Now, we kept on hearing reports that some of the top leaders at Besiktas were saying Daniel Amartey, he's not normal, because they were like, they settled everything, transferred to a club, and then Daniel Amartey was nowhere to be found. When they do this, they tell him he's like, yes. When the day comes for him to sign, he gets missing. I mean, they don't even get what is happening. Well, I mean, they tried even to, terminate his contract on several occasions. It didn't happen, but now I think everything has been agreed mutually. So I'm sure he would get some back pay and everything. But as I'm speaking to you now, Daniel Amartey is a free agent. And this is not something we want to be hearing, because Andre Ayew free agent, Daniel Amartey free agent. And still, the transfer window in other parts, of Europe are still open, or other parts of the world are still open. I mean, Daniel Amartey should make a smart move. If he really, really wants to end a call-up to the Black Stars, he needs to make a smart move, because he's one player that has tons of experience, and a lot of teams will love to have Daniel Amartey on their team. So, I mean, Daniel Amartey, yes, currently a free agent, but then the way things did not really go well with Besiktas, and the way it's as if they forced him out. They told him, hey, get out. That is how the whole thing went. But then Daniel Amartey, he should learn from this, and then let's see how things go in the future. So guys, this is the update I have for you concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we will bye.